I don't know.
This project I've started in December of 2005. Different though from when I started off. When I had started off, I had just planned to cover the walls with the cardboard and create my own space and create a maze. However, I wasn't allowed to create the maze because of fire code restrictions. I went back, kind of thought about it over a weekend, and so I've decided upon creating the 3 different human bodies in their various positions. The first body is the woodman, and he's just pretty much one giant piece of wood for the entire structure, and then he has 2 arms of a limb and then some little fingers, and he's in a laying down position. That's to show the beginning of human society and life and culture by how humans relied on natural materials to build and live and survive, and they had to really work with their hands to get any tools they wanted. And then the second room is the brick man, and the brick man symbolizes how humans, after they'd survived a long time and been able to work with natural products, they began reforming those natural products like clay and rocks into what they needed in different materials. Also represents the industrial age that was in Europe and America, just by kind of his grittiness, his dirtiness, and just kind of his almost, he kind of seems to be polluted in a way. He doesn't have a head, but he does have feet, because in the industrial age and when people were reforming all of this, they really had to work and be on their feet all the time, walking around factories, really working the pottery wheel, just being very physical, and I thought the feet would capture being physical the most. In the final room, I have my styrofoam man. He's to show how people had to began creating new materials, something that they couldn't get from nature. I spent about a month and a half carving him. I carved him out of 3 different chunks of styrofoam and then glued them together, and then I seamed it all together to make it all smooth and almost look like a continuous giant piece of. But the cool thing I like about styrofoam isn't that it's plastic and continuous. It has these little balls of individuality almost that make it all up into the whole thing of what it is. It kind of is like a body with different cells, because that is kind of what styrofoam is. It has various cells that make up the entire bit of styrofoam. And the other key aspect of this body that I like, and a lot of people like when they come through, is the head, the TV head. And TVs are also pretty new, but they're also something that in modern day receives a lot of challenge, and a lot of people criticize of how TV affects people and how it is part of American culture and just world culture, and it kind of consumes people's minds. I mean, it just isn't now that people are obsessed with the TV. The TV, ever since it was invented, has just been an object of awe. That this body is that unlike all the other ones, it isn't highlighted in the center of the room. It's just kind of off to the side. As you walk down to the end, you see it, and it's just kind of there, and that's kind of like nowadays. And since this is the modern time, we're kind of just here. We don't know where we were going. We're just kind of standing here. And the other key thing in this room is this wall here is all freestanding. It just hangs from the ceiling. And that's the key part of an installation, is creating your own space. And this wall here really creates your own space because there is no wall behind it.